3. Connecting to the energy of food. Everything you eat is influencing your body, not only physically, but also energetically. The energy of different foods, as we'll share with you throughout this book, has a tremendous impact on how you perceive the day and access your intuition. Your body is your main physical tool for working on your life purpose, the vehicle in which you're able to complete your spiritual journey. Therefore, a part of your divine mission is to take excellent care of yourself. A car needs quality fuel. Similarly, your physical self requires healthy, nutritious, natural foods for long-lasting vitality. If we flood our system with poor quality materials, when we're only going to get is poor results. The angels have taught us, and you'll discover for yourself that high energy foods yield high energy results. The simple truth is that you're only issued one body for the entire duration of this lifetime on earth. That means you'll want to lovingly attend to your physical well-being. You need to be operating at 100% so that you can achieve all your dreams. Just like an automobile, your body requires proper maintenance. Nutrition. Then is the nourishment that your body needs to thrive, not just survive. You don't want a body that just goes through the motions of life. Instead, you want one that's filled with enthusiasm, motivation, and inspiration. So aim for uplifting, high energy, fresh, easily digestible, energetic, organic foods and beverages. Everything you consume, whether food or drink, has a direct influence on your chakra system. With a diet that's high in fats, carbohydrates, and processed foods, your outlook on life can become depleted and miserable. Constantly struggling to get on top of things, you see the world as a harsh environment where nothing seems to work in your favor. Conversely, if you change your diet to incorporate more high-energy fruits and vegetables, you'll find that a cloud is lifted. You'll start to feel more positive with a brighter outlook on what's to come. You'll be more confident and motivated to take action on behalf of your spiritual purpose. For example, tropical fruits are amazing, not just for their flavor, but also for their high energy and vibration. Think about how these foods grow, sitting outside the warm sunlight all day long. They're soaking in that high energy, uplifting, powerful vibration from the sun. They transform the solar energy into valuable nutrition for you. And as you consume that wonderful mango, pineapple, or papaya, your body is absorbing that vibration. In a sense, it's an edible form of sunshine. What happens, we have seen clairvoyantly, is that the energy of the sun goes through that food and into your body. It then spreads out to nourish every single one of your body's chakras. It illuminates them with the light from above. You begin to shine from within. Each of your cells is reinvigorated as it captures the essence of motivation. Simply by changing your diet, you can change your outlook on life. Similarly, we are going to show you how you can nutritionally switch on your very natural psychic abilities. Your nutrition is already a part of who you are. It just needs the cloud to be lifted. Your endocrine system and chakras. We have high respect for ancient healing systems, including the time-honored Eastern traditions of Ayurveda. Our ancestors lived in sync with nature and therefore reaped the benefit of having their intuition and clairvoyance fully awakened. These ancient healers provided us with roadmaps of the human energy systems, the chakras, well before medicine had magnetic resonance scanning to acknowledge that the human body uses electrical impulses. Prior to the advent of these imaging tools, many scientists scoffed at the idea of electric charges in the body. Now it's confirmed that the brain nervous system speaks to itself via synthesis carrying energy. The ancients could see these energy fields within the body. They noticed that the energy is particularly strong around the endocrine glands, a system that manages our connection with the outside world. As mentioned earlier, the endocrine system, including the hypothalamus, adrenals, and pituitary, help us respond to stressful situations and later to recover from stress. Each chakra has a corresponding endocrine gland, and vice versa. In addition, the chakras and endocrine glands provide you with biofeedback um, according to how you process information about the world. For example, if meeting new people is stressful for you, your chakras will close and darken to protect you, and your endocrine glands will pour stress hormones into your system. However, if you enjoy making new friends, your chakras will brighten and enlarge, and your endocrine glands won't have to work so hard. So how your chakras and endocrine glands react is not cut and dried. Sometimes our bodies can sense when someone or something carries negative intentions. Our ancient cave person brain processes this energy as the equivalent of danger and sends warning signals through our chakras and endocrine glands. Yet other times it's our beliefs about a situation, not the actual situation, which causes stress responses in the body. Regardless, the chakras and endocrine glands are sensors of energies. They are your feelers that guide and warn you as you navigate through the world. They alert you to danger and escort you to positive situations. The endocrine system as a portal to your clairs. Each endocrine gland associated with your chakras corresponds to different aspects of intuition. That is one of your inner senses: clairexistence, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairognisance. Clairexistence is affected by the endocrine glands located in our feeling centers, the solar plexus and heart. In addition, external glands can be found in our external feeling centers, the hands. External glands act on an outer surface of the body, while endocrine glands work via the bloodstream. The endocrine gland nearest to the solar plexus is the pancreas, located behind the stomach. The pancreas is both an endocrine and an exocrine, busily fulfills many roles, which include creating and secreting digestive enzymes and producing insulin and glucagon to regulate blood glucose. These substances are involved in digestion and also in the regulation of fear emotions. In a dangerous situation, you need more blood sugar for the energy to fight or flee. The regulation of potentially stressful situations is one of the connections of the pancreas to the solar plexus. In traditional Chinese medicine, being a happy and positive person is the key to pancreatic health, as is lifelong learning, since the pancreas is connected to the intellect. Practitioners of Chinese medicine say that perfectionism and emotional isolation can contribute to pancreatic health challenges. The pancreas is negatively affected by worrying, a fear of losing power, and perfectionism, the fear of losing control, both traits related to the solar plexus. Similar to Ayurvedic belief, Chinese medicine links the stomach, the spleen, and the pancreas to the earth element, which gives us strength. Spiritual and energetic healers say that the pancreas is affected by whether you consider life to have sweetness or not, since it is involved in blood sugar regulation. This makes sense. Feeling a lack of life sweetness can create problems in this area. Louise Hay, the author of Heal Your Body and founder of our publisher Hay House, says that pancreatic issues are triggered by a craving to be loved. The pancreas sweetness connection applies in the physical sense also. Imbalances in the pancreas can lead to cravings for sugar. Yet, refined sugar is one of the worst substances for your pancreas. Several studies have actually correlated a sugary diet with a statistically higher probability of developing pancreatic cancer. High-fat animal proteins, too, are associated with this type of cancer. Researchers have found that a high-fiber, plant-based diet significantly lowers the risk for pancreatic cancer. When you feed your pancreas the nutrition it needs, not what it craves sugar, you support your own health. These foods nourish your solar plexus as well as tend to increase self-confidence, so you don't worry so much about control issues. A healthy solar plexus also means that you'll be safer and more successful because you'll trust your gut feelings. The adrenal glands sit atop the kidneys, where they produce hormones in response to stress, such as adrenaline, norepinephrine, and hydrocortisone. They also produce aldosterone, a hormone involved in balancing blood pressure and salt water levels. Because the adrenals are our first responses are first responders to stress. They are associated with the root base chakra at the bottom of the spine, as well as the sacral chakra near the stomach. Our diet can support our adrenals and root and sacral chakras as follows. First, it's important to eat at regular intervals. Fasting or skipping meals can tax the adrenals, causing them to work harder to balance the blood sugar by producing more cortisol. Second, when we're stressed or experiencing low blood sugar, we may crave refined sugar or caffeine to quickly boost our energy. Unfortunately, sugar and caffeine artificially stimulates the adrenals and other glands and organs. We'll get the temporary high followed by an energy crash. Our adrenals function best with a balanced whole grain organic vegetable and fruit diet combined with stress reduction. Studies showed that that practicing gentle or restorative yoga 35 minutes a day can reduce the amount of cortisol that your adrenals produce. This also promotes healthy weight loss. The thymus is the endocrine gland associated with the heart chakra. Located in the upper chest, the thymus is the immune system regulator, directing white blood cells and antibodies. Just like the heart, the thymus is extremely sensitive and negative emotions. When you're under stress, your thymus is working overtime to protect your immune system. Too much chronic stress can trigger illness in this gland. Your heart and thymus work better with a healthful and balanced lifestyle. A clean diet free of chemicals and other toxins fuels them both. Getting plenty of exercise and rest is also a prescription for heart and thymus health. The more you can de-stress your life, the happier they are. Many studies have found that the electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs, are harmful to the thymus cells. Your thymus and heart do better if you make sure your home is away from electrical power lines. Don't place electronics, television, radio, electric clock, and so forth near your bed. Sit far from the television. Only use low EMF appliances and computers. Monitor your environment with an EMF detector available for purchase online. Unplug your wireless router when not in use and while you sleep. Studies on rats and calves have found that taking a melatonin supplement provided significant protection of the thymus from harmful effects of microwave radiation. The rat dosage was 2 milligram melatonin per kilogram body weight. But of course, check with your own healthcare professional to see what's right for you. The hand's intuitive response channels are a combination of the sensory neuronal connections to the nervous system and the endocrine sweat glands. After all, your palms perisphere when you're anxious, and this holds true when your body is alerting you to something that's about to happen. The skin conductance response studies that involve a startling sound exemplify how the Estrogen glands are intuitive. Sweating may also be a response to the foods you eat. The type of perspiration is called gustatory sweating and can be provoked by spicy foods, caffeinated drinks, including soda, coffee, and tea, alcoholic beverages. This is different from sweating as a warning sign from your intuition. For that reason, part of the aim of nutrition for intuition is to guide you to reduce or avoid foods that could trigger false alarms. If you find that you perspire profusely, you may want to cut down on your intake of these substances. Clairvoyance, Clairaudience, and Claircognizance. The three clairs located within our heads, clairvoyance, clairaudience, Claircognizance, are also regulated by three members of the endocrine system in the head. Here is a brief overview of each and how it relates to your intuition. The pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone or a pineapple, and in ancient times it was linked to an antenna that received important sensory input. Our ancestors were indeed wise because there is truth to this analogy. The pineal gland regulates visual, auditory, and intuitive thought processes. Physically, the pineal gland produces melatonin, which affects our sleep cycles and light sensitivity. The pineal gland sits next to the third eye chakra, or ajna, between your two physical eyes, which receives incoming clairvoyant visions. Located at the base of the brain, the pituitary gland performs several duties, including regulation of body and sexual development, and other endocrine glands, production of melanin, skin pigmentation, and production of an antiotic hormone to prevent dehydration. In addition, the pituitary gland produces the hormone oxytocin, which regulates labor contractions, breastfeeding, and emotional bonding with other people. This master gland of the endocrine system also controls the thyroid. The pituitary gland in turn is overseen by the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is the superpower regulatory center in the brain that keeps us in balance, in process called homeostasis. It's involved with digestion, body temperature, blood pressure, and fluid balance. In addition, the hypothalamus regulates our appetite, thirst, mood, and sex drive. Also involved with our emotions. It's keeping score of our true feelings at all times. How nutrition affects your endocrine system. To fuel its important functions, the endocrine system relies upon nutrition. Here are some key ones for your intuition as well as your overall physical health. Vitamin A, found in green, leafy, orange, and yellow vegetables such as spinach, carrots, and bell peppers, is involved in immune function, vision, reproduction, and cellular communication. B vitamins. B, found in seeds, beans, peas, and whole grains, is used by the body to metabolize food for energy and to maintain proper heart and nerve function. B5, found in broccoli, fish, shellfish, chicken, milk, yogurt, legumes, mushrooms, avocados, sweet potatoes, and whole grains, is required for chemical reactions that generate energy from food synthesis of the hormone melatonin. B6, found in poultry, fish, and organ meats, potatoes, and other starchy vegetables, and fruit other than citrus, boosts melatonin and is involved in metabolism, brain development during pregnancy and infancy, and immune function. B12, found in fish, fortified cereals, plant-based milks, and fortified yeast extract, helps keep the body's nerve and blood cells healthy. Vegans must take a supplement for B12 as there are no plant-based sources that are sufficient. Vitamin C, found in citrus fruits such as oranges and grapefruit and their juices, as well as red and green peppers, kiwi, broccoli, strawberries, potatoes, and tomatoes, act as an antioxidant, protecting cells from damage. In addition, vitamin C improves the absorption of iron from plant-based foods and helps the immune system work properly. Vitamin D, found in fatty fish such as salmon, tuna, mackerel, fish, olive oils, and some mushrooms, promotes calcium absorption in the gut and is needed for other roles in the body, including modulation of cell growth, neuromuscular and immune function, and reduction of inflammation. Iodine, found in seafood and sea vegetables, cranberries, yogurt, navy beans, strawberries, and potatoes, helps your thyroid respond properly to signals sent from the pituitary gland. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in salmon, tuna, flax seeds, flaxseed oil, chia seeds, sardines, nuts, and clove spice, are important for a number of bodily functions, including muscle activity, blood clotting, digestion, fertility, and cell division and growth. Selenium, found in seafood and meat, cereals, and other grains, dairy products, and Brazil nuts, plays critical roles in reproduction, thyroid hormone metabolism, DNA synthesis, and protection from oxidative damage and infection. A note about thysograns. This plant-based estrogen-like substances found in soy products, beans, meat, flax, legumes, tempeh, sesame, and rice bind to the body's estrogen receptors and can act just like estrogen in the body. The body creates a harmonious balance of hormones, and by over-consuming thysogenic containing foods, you can disturb this balance and disrupt your endocrine system. Aim to rotate the foods you eat. Studies show that apart from soy products, all phytogens are safe for men and women, with the exception of those who are allergies to these foods. Women who have a family or personal history of breast health issues are usually counseled to avoid soy products because of their estrogen content. Everyone should avoid genetically modified soy, since a recent study confirmed that soy contains carcinogenic formulate unless it is certified organic and modified. The common denominator of these nutritions is that they support various hormones needed to help the body cope with different events and stresses. The endocrine system works with the nervous system and is responsible for the secretion of hormones via glands located throughout the body. These hormones help protect us physically and regulate our physiological functions, including heart rate, digestion, metabolism, and more. Below are nutritional recommendations to keep your clairs and chakras healthy and balanced, as noted by scientists and nutritionists who have studied the relationship between diet and endocrine health. Nutrition for clairresistance. For the solar plexus chakra, nutrition for intuition helps you to increase self-confidence, lessen control issues, reduce worrying, minimize perfectionism. For the heart chakra, nutrition for intuition helps you to have clarity about your desires, feel love towards yourself and life, attract other loving people. For the hand chakras, nutrition for intuition helps you to maintain the health and strength of your hands. Like other extremities, the hands are subject to cramping or feeling cold without adequate nutrition. Heighten your hand sensitivity in terms of discerning messages, information, and guidance. To nourish your solar plexus chakra and adrenals and pancreas, consume beans and legumes, fruit, particularly citrus, sea vegetables. Avoid animal fats, fried foods, refined sugar, alcohol, nicotine, and cigarettes. To nourish your heart chakra and thymus, consume cruciferous organic vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, nuts high in vitamin E and omega-3s, walnuts. Keratin-rich foods, squash, carrots, yams, sweet potatoes, red peppers, tomatoes, dark greens. Vitamin B6, rich foods, sunflower seeds, pistachios, tuna, bananas, avocados, spinach, beans, lentils, asparagus, broccoli, tropical fruits, oranges, citrus for vitamin C. Avoid saturated fats, cigarettes, chemicals, refined sugar. To nourish your hand chakras and exorenes. Consume foods high in B vitamins, dark green leafy vegetables, almonds, lentils, fish, bananas, egg, yolk, yogurt, avocado. Iron-rich foods, beans, fish, meat, spinach, seeds, lentils. Magnesium, plentiful foods, dark green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, fish, beans, lentils, brown rice, avocado, low-fat organic dairy, bananas. Niacin-rich foods, mushrooms, asparagus, corn, fish, meats, nuts, brown rice. Foods high in vitamin C. Tropical fruit, green leafy vegetables, kiwi, broccoli, berry, citrus. Avoid foods contain lecithin. Uncooked legumes such as beans and pulses will well cooked is fine. Nightshade family foods, tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, potatoes. Caffeine, foods with chemically additives or genetic modification. Dairy products, alcohol, refined sugar. Nutrition for clairvoyance. For the third eye, nutrition for intuition helps you to enjoy balanced sleep cycles, preserve your physical as well as your spiritual side. To nourish your third eye chakra and pineal gland, pituitary gland, and hypothalamus, consume sun-ripe fruits ripened while still on the tree, pineapple in particular, dark leafy greens. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, fluoride because it calcifies the pineal gland. Nutrition for clairaudience. For the ear chakras, nutrition for intuition helps you to preserve your physical as well as your spiritual hearing abilities. To nourish your ear chakras, the pineal gland, pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, consume omega-3 rich foods, wild-caught salmon, trout, sardines, flax seeds, or flaxseed oil. Nuts, broccoli, folic acid containing foods, green leafy vegetables, asparagus, broccoli, citrus fruits, beans, peas, lentils, avocados, Brussels sprouts, seeds, nuts, celery, carrots, squash, corn, cauliflower. Magnesium-rich food, broccoli, bananas, potatoes. Avoid fried foods, cigarette smoke, loud noises. Nutrition for Clairaudience. For the crown chakra, nutrition for intuition helps you to focus and concentrate. Prevent brain fog, where you're unaware of your own thoughts. You'll want to avoid foods triggering allergic reactions, as that can lead to brain fog. It's a good idea to get a blood test for dietary allergies and sensitivities so you can steer clear of allergens. To nourish your crown chakra and pineal gland, pituitary gland, and hypothalamus, consume breakfast each morning for better cognitive performance. Omega-3 rich foods: fish, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. Cruciferous vegetables: cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. Flavonoid containing foods: blueberries, kidney beans. Avoid caffeine, refined sugar, alcohol, gluten. The vibration of food. Every food has its own individual vibration. When you're in the grocery store, you intuitively pick up on that energy. Consider the process when you like to buy some apples. What you naturally do is scan over the assortment on display, choose one in particular, and pop that in your basket. Then you scan again and choose another very specific apple. You don't just go and blindly grab those fruits closest to you. On an intuitive level, our souls know the perfect foods for us and which ones are going to resonate with our lifestyle. However, if we become conditioned to eat processed foods, sweeteners, colorings, and added sugars, then these artificial creations may trick us into thinking that we feel satisfied. In truth, these foods are giving us nothing at all. They are just taking up space that valuable, high energy, high vibrational foods are meant to be occupying. As you enjoy natural, high energy foods, the way you look out and perceive the world is different. You no longer buy into a lack mentality. You won't need the doom and gloom scenarios, and you won't listen to fear-based stories in the media. Instead, you learn to do this, pray about those situations. This is an opportunity to use your knowledge and intentions to help foster peace and balance. You are able to see things in different light because that light is now coming from within you. If you're consuming healthy natural foods, you feel positive and uplifted. If on the other hand you're consuming heavy and healthy foods, then your outlook on life becomes dull and depressed. People often notice that every time they eat a particular food, they immediately feel a certain way physically. However, they may not realize how it changes their emotions, thought processes, and intuition. We have found that so many people who can't see how their energy is affected by what they put in their mouths. They may eat fast food during the evening and then the next morning wake up feeling sluggish and headachy. Yet to them, these are two entirely unrelated events. They've made no connection between the food they've eaten and how they feel the next day. We must always remind ourselves that our bodies are very sensitive vessels. We've seen spiritual professionals, healers, and psychic readers continue to eat in an unhealthy way. We gently explain to them that they might find their abilities enhanced if they chose to eat more intuitively and naturally. At first, these people argued that they didn't need to change their eating habits because the messages we're receiving were already very strong. And we didn't disagree. We could see that the work they were doing was powerful and certainly healing. Yet the messages our angels were giving us that those people could achieve even more transformative conversation if they changed some of the foods they were consuming. We kindly suggested this idea, not putting any pressure on them, but rather simply laying the proverbial tools out on the table and asking them to give them a try. On a subconscious level, they must have been receiving similar messages, and they willingly followed our recommendations. What they found was the efficiency of the healings they administered and accuracy of the readings they gave skyrocketed. They achieved a level that they didn't even know they could reach, simply by changing the handful of these things in their diets. Now you can understand and what you eat. Your intuition has a direct impact on how you feel, the subtle signs you receive, and how you perceive the world. Your intuition, these two things are divinely connected and influence one another accordingly.